In this video, I'm going to deconstruct the common objection that I got, which was atheism is the default position, and that because atheism is a non-belief, that it cannot be deconstructed, since it doesn't make any positive claim on reality. So I get what you're saying, that atheism is a disbelief in God's existence, so it suspends belief, it's not making any positive claim. That's atheism in theory. In practice, though, I'm seeing something different. In practice, I see atheists, they form social circles. Some of them can. Communities, there's even some atheistic churches. There's even atheists on Reddit. And there's atheists that, maybe aren't in a group, but the way that they act as if they're defending a belief. They argue with me or with other people. They make it seem like that religion is foolish, that belief in God is foolish, even though they want to claim that they're neutral and that they're just disbelieving in something. The way that they live about their lives and the way that they talk and act is as if religion is foolish, that God is foolish, and that nobody has evidence of God, which you don't have evidence for that, because, if you did have evidence for that, then maybe you wouldn't be an atheist, right? So to claim that there is no evidence of God would be a positive claim, which you'd be putting yourself in a shoe. So you would have to be open to the idea that there is evidence of God existing, but that it hasn't been brought forward to you. And also, you could also doubt whether that evidence would convince you of God or not. I mean, you could actually argue that there is evidence of God, it's just that none of it is convincing to you. So that could be a point there, but it might make you wonder, though, what would convince you of God's existence? Like, that was something that Matt Dillahunty would always avoid in his atheistic experience. He would say it's because he's so humble that he wouldn't be so arrogant to say that this is what would convince me. But if he did, then if some evidence were shown, then it would be more falsifiable. So atheism being the default position, I don't know if unfalsifiable is the right word, but you could never really show an atheist evidence that they would believe, that they would be convinced of, because they could always move the goalpost to something totally different. Like if some atheist said that what would convince me of God is if I saw him right here in front of me and he said my social security number and all that stuff, then I believe in him. But then whenever that does happen, if that does happen, you would say it's a hallucination or I'm going psychotic.